filming for you. Distracted driving, jokes and games and interviews. Distracted driving, tune in, have a good time. Distracted driving, Ray and Tim and Jay from behind.
What's your thought on selfies?
Only
Depends who's taking them.
Oh yeah.
Selfies as they're commonly known.
Only when they're in the most ridiculous reason or manner. I love ridiculous. Give me ridiculous any reason. You're taking a selfie with, a statue of Abraham Lincoln. Great.
Okay.
That's for why are you there? I'm not even supposed to be here today. But look, here's Abe Lincoln. He never told a lie. Whoa. I don't know.
I don't understand that.
I started doing the group selfies.
Yeah,
I haven't done any
you're
in a
king
while.
of them.
Yeah, but those
I
are
started
cool.
doing the group
I
selfies.
wish we had one from the tradesman. I don't know why you didn't do one.
When? Oh, I don't know.
The
I
bash.
don't know why I did. I did one. I did one with Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
He was
okay, I'm sorry.
licking. He bit your shoulder. He licked my shoulder.
He bit me.
I thought there was
I don't know
liquor
which
on
one's
your
more
shoulder.
endearing.
There's a little spot of whiskey right there.
So I don't like the selfies. All right, this is a great way to find out if the selfie is
Acceptable?
acceptable and not working, a little over the top. If you go into their photo gallery and it's the same selfie taken 25 different times, same pose, there are people that will just every day it's the same selfie, same look on their face. I don't like that.
Well,
I
isn't
think
that
there's
like
a problem with that.
isn't that like a staple for a lot of celebrities in general though?
Psychological issues.
Yeah, of course, but
See, I like selfies. I've been taking
same
taking
selfie
selfies
over and over
nice.
again?
Same
Pose, the same.
No.
You're out lying on your bed and you.
No.
Yeah, see that I don't like those.
But see that into me goes the category of photos. Look, I'm a professional photographer. I'm going to give free advice right now for every class I've ever taught. First lesson's free. Don't post bad pictures on Facebook.
Sure.
It's the simplest thing on the planet. You want to be a better photographer? Tomorrow, when you take 5 photos, pick the best one and post that one. My kid has an ice cream today. Here he is licking it. Here he is licking it again. Oh, it's almost gone. Now he's eating the cone. Oh, look at his messy face. Just post the messy face photo. That's the only one you
Unless
need to
there
post.
are 3 unique pictures of him.
No, still pick the best. We flood Facebook with crappy photos.
He's licking it,
Yep.
and now it's all over his face.
Okay, then 2 photos
That's
out of
normal.
5. That's all you need. But gotta get this angle. Gotta get this angle.
Well, you see it with bands all the time. There's somebody gets up front, they take like 6
Yeah.
pictures in a row,
Yeah.
and they post those 6 pictures.
No need
and it's
to.
the same thing. Just he's playing a different.
Tell
chord.
a story. If you're gonna put an album on Facebook, look at before you hit the publish button or whatever it is. I can't read. Post photos.
Yeah.
Look at it and go, does this tell a story? Is there any page that's identical to the other page of the story? And get rid of it, and you will instantly be a better photographer.
Yeah.
So the selfies are the same book, but all photos. Photos drive me crazy on Facebook, and it's ironic that I say that. I know it is, but
No, you were absolutely right. Nobody wants to look at 50 pictures of the same set of pose.
or if they're out of focus, don't even share them.
right,
That's a pet peeve of mine.
especially.
What's next, Ray?
You just made it so uncomfortable. I have a feeling that's going to be
That's
taken
the
out.
edit point. That's perfect. That's where this episode ends and we start the new one. Jay, snap your fingers. And now we're back. Especially if you're...
Yeah. So you could just put a beep over that?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Long beep.
that's what she said.
I loved how nobody knew how to react to that.
I knew how to react to it.
Oh,
That's
I
why
just
I
smiled.
didn't. I'm just not talking.
Vulgarity. I have a mouth on me. I do.
Yeah, you do.
I don't on Facebook. I try not to.
There's someone around here knows you do.
You can't talk about that.
I know. I edit this. So it's okay.
I surprise myself that I edit out swears now.
You do. I noticed that you don't swear and you've got a mouth on you as well.
I do. Oh, I love to swear a lot.
I'm like a sailor.
How many times tonight have I said crappy? I've already noticed it. Because all day I'm editing out these things. Like, don't say that. Don't say this.
And I do get uncomfortable when I see someone else, and I'm not a prude at all when that comes to that. I love swearing. I think it's a great expression of character.
When used correctly.
Well, yeah. But when people actually put it in Facebook messages, it kind of makes me feel uncomfortable.
Messages or posts?
messages,
Posts.
yeah.
I'm sorry,
no.
posts.
Yeah,
Posts,
all right.
posts.
Messages.
Yeah,
also.
because, well, let's be honest. In this day and age, your family's on Facebook now. It was
Yeah.
it was inevitable.
Well, it's public too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was inevitable, and now you're friends with them. Probably, maybe not. It took me a while to actually friend a bunch of people that wanted to be friends with, because I'm like, I don't know if I really want them seeing my life
My
behind the
dad
curtain.
just joined Facebook 2 weeks ago. That's actually what sparked this whole episode. Hey, Dad, how you doing?
Hey,
I think he's friends with Ray.
Yes,
he
I
was friends
friended
with
him.
Ray before me.
Yeah.
Is he friends with you, Jay?
he's not.
Oh, that's sad.
Sorry,
He's
Jay.
probably friends with my dad, though.
Oh, your dad's on Facebook?
My dad's on
I'll
Facebook.
connect
Oh, I
them.
gotta find him.
Phil's on Facebook.
Yes.
I can't picture my dad on Facebook. I can't picture your dad on
That's
Facebook.
how he keeps up to date with mostly the chicken site, and that's how he keeps up to date to give me a call and be like, "You dumbass, what did you?" He's like,
Does he interact?
"No," he just lets me know. He's like, "Yeah, I saw what you did this
I
weekend."
saw a picture of you licking a guy's shoulder. What was that?
My dad's been on for 2 weeks, and I got to say he's been very well behaved, and I'm very proud of him. I'm sure my mother has been keeping tabs on him.
And then my last thing was hot button issues, so we're on that now.
I don't post anything political on Facebook.
Hot button issues are the worst because you're always going to get the two sides. So unless you're saying,
You can't
"Listen,
win.
I want to start an argument right now. Let's start an argument with this." You got it.
Vanilla ice cream is the best ice cream on the planet.
You son of
That's
a
a
bitch.
hot button issue.
Now you're done. It's over.
Because I think it is.
Your day's over, though.
Now, whoever's going to argue with you on Facebook about hot button issues, they have their side, and you're never going to sway them.
But most of them would have the side, if you posted vanilla ice cream is the best ice cream on the planet, they're going to say chocolate. If you post chocolate ice cream is the best ice cream on the planet, they're going to post vanilla. The people that really want to fight it,
That's what I mean.
they're going to go no matter
and you're
what you
never
say.
You're never going to change
satisfy
your
them.
mind.
They're
I
trolls.
just like saying hot button.
Hot button.
You can't have I don't think you can have a real debate on Facebook.
No,
Because the extreme
it doesn't matter.
opposites are colliding at that
You
point. There's
could
no one
be
on the fence that's having
3,000% correct. It doesn't matter. Some jackass is going to say the exact opposite and say that they're 3,000% correct.
Right.
Plus one.
So unless you want to ruin your day.
I know a guy like that.
And I've
know a guy.
We've all argued on Facebook. We've all argued online. We've been, back in chat rooms, for God's sakes. Everyone's gotten into an
Here's our
argument
cop.
over. Everyone's gotten into an argument over something, online. And then at the end of it all, you're like, damn it, why did I waste so much time with that? Because I wasted time before.
That's like Bejeweled. That's a whole other show. Wasting my time.
I
Speaking of wasting
luckily
my time
do not
online.
play any
Ugh.
any internet games.
Stop me now.
Stop sending me game requests.
Yeah, I don't want that anymore.
There should be a button that just lets me never send me another game request.
There should be a button that if I press it, that person blows up in their office chair.
Huh.
Did that
Or,
go
get,
too far?
or they get crushed
That's
by
too much.
candy.
I'm just looking for no more requests. I would like to state, I like Facebook.
Oh, I love it. It was down the other
It's
day
fun.
for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I almost lost my S. I was going, because then in my head I'm thinking, what would a world be like without Facebook? And we all live.
I think
it.
it would be fine, to be
Obviously,
honest
we
with
grew
you.
up. No, but seriously, think about how much you have invested in Facebook. I have a lot invested.
Well,
in
you're
Facebook.
the admin of half of Facebook.
But it's
Yeah.
also a lot. The way I communicate a lot of my stuff to the public
Yeah.
is through Facebook.
Me
and
too.
without
Your
it,
job has it in its title.
it'd be tough.
Isn't that
And
part-
even, as simple as trying to figure out what we're doing on a Friday night, Facebook is so valuable that way.
Completely.
Yep.
Even if all your friends are at home, you can still just click on a certain link and be like, hey, there's a ton of stuff still to do.
Yeah.
But I can't remember how I used to coordinate with people. I
Text?
can't.
It was cell
Before
phones.
text. I didn't have, before I had a cell phone.
You called everyone. You met at your local bar.
But we would go out and we'd meet people in places. Now it's like, hey, I'm here. Okay, it's through Messenger.
You check
or through,
in.
Yeah, the Messenger. I'd like to spend some time talking about Messenger.
Okay.
Because I looked into all the fine details of the Messenger, and everybody's complaining about it, and the news is making a huge big deal about how it's letting them use your microphone. It's letting them use your camera. If you read the terms and conditions for every app that's on your phone, they're all exactly the same. They have to use all these pieces to do things as you tell it to do it. So if you want to use your microphone because you want to call somebody, you can call somebody from Messenger.
Yeah.
That's what it wants to use your microphone
I'm always
for.
butt dialing you.
Yeah, you are. It does not mean, though, in the middle of the night, your phone's making phone calls on Messenger's
taping you.
behalf. Or
It's
taping you.
videotaping you
It's not.
sleeping.
But these people and these news organizations and these morning shows all jumped on that and said, "Did you? You should be afraid now of this."
Like there's a guy in a van across the street from your house with headphones
Well,
on.
not for
I'm
listening
gonna
to
look
your
right into the camera and say,
conversations.
"You're not that interesting. None of us are. Nobody wants this information about us. They're not tracking this crap." It drove me crazy. So
They
to the
pulled
point-
out the Fruity Pebbles this morning, and then they decided they wanted toast and eggs
Yeah,
instead.
and he should
Make
have
a note
Cocoa
of that.
Pebbles. Why is he not using the Cocoa Pebbles? I don't understand.
I like Cocoa Pebbles.
I love Cocoa. Now I want some Cocoa Pebbles. But it just, so now to the point that, I don't know if you've opened your Messenger app lately, there's a button at the top of it. Click here to learn all the facts about Messenger.
No.
Because Facebook had to respond to it because people were actually taking it off their phone, which you can. Take it off your phone.
Sure.
Who cares? But I met a girl the other day at the tradesman bash. I would like to send you a message, but I can't use Messenger. Now, she was drunk. She couldn't use her phone. It had nothing to do with it, but she can't put Messenger on her phone because she believed that the government was actually tracking every one of her moves.
What is she doing?
She's 23 years old.
She might be a nuclear scientist.
She's not.
Oh, well, she should be okay.
She'll be fine.
If she is, I'm worried.
But these people, they get paranoid about everything, and the news will take it, blow it up to a point that we all just are sheep and we follow this stuff.
Yeah.
It's driving
Bah.
me crazy. Bah. That's good. I like that.
Nobody's
Sorry, that's my rant. Just use the damn Messenger. It's a good app. I like Messenger better than Facebook. I'm done. If I had a mic, I'd drop it.
Next.
TRP out.
TRP out. How are we with family on being on Facebook? Did you?
Hey, we kind of touched on that.
Like I said, you're our fathers.
The only thing
Who
that
are?
upsets me is that I invite my family to everything I do, and when they don't respond, I take that personally.
Oh, I gave up on response. I don't expect response.
Well, from family though, you think you should, but whatever.
But see, that's the other thing though. We're probably on Facebook. We're in the high spectrum of being on Facebook because of the businesses and everything that we
Yeah.
have. There are people that go on once a week,
I know. I'm on all day,
and you have to do
literally
your job.
all day, and it blows my mind when somebody doesn't check their Facebook like over a week. I don't get that. I can't
I'm jealous.
comprehend
of
that.
I'm honestly, I would love to be.
Does
that
not
person.
compute.
I'm fine with that. But you've got to remember that.
Oh, I know.
So some people.
Well, I have you to remind me, so thank you.
You're welcome.
That's when you text, have you checked your Facebook lately? You could just tell me now. No!
Well,
Go
you know,
online.
I do get pissed off
Call me.
when I message somebody. I message them something important, maybe, and I ask them a question, and then I don't hear back from them. And then I go to their page, and I notice that they've been posting like 3 or 4 times since I sent them a message. And you can easily look and see if it was seen.
Yep.
That's another thing. Answer your messages. Just say, hey, guess what? I'm busy right now. Can't talk to you. I can't stand when something goes unresponded to.
But see,
I got
you
you.
don't know the situation on the other end of it, though.
What's the
Well,
situation?
Perfect situation.
If
I'm
you're
on
posting
the-
a selfie after it's been seen,
Yes, that's fine. I just mean where you see it says be seen.
Yeah.
So I watch TV on my treadmill. I run for about 45 minutes a day. So it's on my iPad. I will get the notification that you sent me a message.
Yeah.
That will then register to you that I've seen it. I can't interact with it.
Well, Tim, I'm going to give you 40 minutes an
No,
hour.
no, I know.
I'm talking like 3 days.
I know, but I'm working out my scenario here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm working on my scenario. So then I get off the treadmill. I go take a shower. I have now forgotten about it. I apologize, but I've forgotten because I didn't get to respond to it immediately.
Well, that kind of sucks.
I no longer have the notification because it's been seen.
Yep.
And then 3 days later, Ray's not talking to me anymore,
Well,
and I can't figure out why.
I guess we're not as close as I thought we were.
and now you're
If you're
blocked.
just going to instantly forget about my message,
Instant messenger.
it's not instant forget message, it's instant message.
I don't know. I just find it interesting that you just said that if your good friends don't call you or text you or knock on your door at midnight to wish you a happy birthday, you get if they just wrote something.
Sure.
But this seems to be the opposite of that.
Why?
Because I don't know. Because if I
want you
really
to respond to
wanted,
my message. Just like I want you to send me a personal...
if it was that important, call me.
Well, but this is what the whole conversation is. This is how we communicate now, is through Messenger.
You and I don't have a problem with this. I was just
No,
trying
I
to,
know.
I'm trying to.
We can't pick
there's-
up the phone and
I'm
call
just
each other.
saying
We do.
There's a scenario where
No,
sometimes we're judging the other person for the wrong
First
reason.
of all, nobody likes talking on the phone anymore, and
I
you
can't
can
stand talking
admit
on
that,
the phone. Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So messaging is the easiest way to do it. When you see somebody is online, you send them a message. And we've had this conversation. I know it bothers you because there's a certain individual who has avoided our messages
Yes.
over the last few months. And I just find, I don't know, to me, it's rude.
I agree with you.
I think it's rude. But I understand that there are circumstances.
There are
I get that.
circumstances.
And but you know what? Every day though, I go in my messenger and I kind of scan the last couple days. I'm always keeping an eye on it. Oh, I forgot to get back to so-and-so. So be responsible is what I'm saying. Show some responsibility or else you're going to be banned from Facebook.
Who's banning you?
Me!
Oh,
He's at least blocking you.
I'm down at 1350 right now.
I have
50 people.
you know what 1,400 friends get me? It gets me some it gets me
gets you
some
some
clout.
respect.
It gets me respect.
I am Facebook.
But now I got to a certain level where I get some power and I can block all of you.
Meanwhile, you don't have any friends under the age of 30 because none of them use Facebook.
No, they don't.
They don't. They use
It used to
Twitter.
be a kids game. Now it's not. We were all
Well,
on
that's a different
MySpace
story.
and they started Facebook.
We were doing what?
We were all on MySpace.
I was never on MySpace.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh, I was totally. And just when I started trying to get my business up and running on MySpace was
Facebook
when
showed up.
Was when Facebook showed up. Well, Facebook was always around, but it wasn't the Facebook that everyone uses today. It was a lot clumsier.
I liked it better when it was clumsy.
You could poke people, which
Yeah.
I guess you can still do.
You can.
That
they
is
make it
my
difficult.
favorite thing. My father just joined Facebook 2 weeks ago. He's learning, feeling it out, figuring that stuff out. And he wrote to me the other day, "What does poke mean?" And I wanted to write back to him, "This is something you do to every person on your friend list at least twice a day." Just to see how that would end.
Every once in a while I get a poke, and it's from somebody who should know better too. I don't know why. It was like
I think it's an accident.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
It's kind of like when I get a phone call from you through Messenger.
You know it's an accident.
Yeah, like,
I don't
I'm
call
not-
anybody through message. That's weird. I have a phone. I don't need message to call
But
somebody.
I like Messenger because you can do everything through it. It's a text. It's
Yeah.
It's
But-
how many years later, and Facebook still can't come up with a dislike button.
They
Because
did.
I-
well, they used to, right?
What?
No,
No,
it
never.
was,
They don't like.
it was a third-party
No.
app that you could add. That was all.
I had.
Oh, really?
I had that on Facebook for
I've
a
never
while.
had. I've
I
never
think
had
it'd be
one.
dangerous. I think it would make people cry. There'd
Yes,
be more
it would, and that's
suicides. I think they would-
fantastic. I want people to cry. Make it better. Make it more fun. Make people be like, was my post really that bad? Yes, it was.
It might not even be that bad. It just might be something that somebody said that was absolutely stupid, and they knew that was stupid. What's wrong with disliking that?
It's on YouTube. Why wouldn't it be on, Facebook?
That's
All there
true.
is a thumbs down, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was on Facebook. I swear there was something.
There was a third-party app that a lot of
What? You
people
sure it
had.
was third? I thought it came
Yeah.
standard
Nope.
with Facebook.
No.
Did not come
Never-
standard
never
because I
said.
never had that option because I would have abused that like you wouldn't believe.
Got married today. Dislike.
All right, should I go through this because I'm still getting
Do it.
comments?
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah.
I asked on Facebook do's and question, but Facebook do's and don'ts,
Yep.
and then I said and go. So I had people comment with their do's and don'ts on Facebook. So let's run through the list. I said respond to message in a timely fashion. We just had that conversation.
Yep.
Donna says don't give play-by-play 3-minute updates on your day every day.
That's Twitter.
Well, people do that on Facebook though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's
What
meant
Twitter
for
is
Twitter.
for, right?
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
Yep.
A few words. Went to the market. Don't even say that on Twitter.
Market.
Market.
Tune in for our Twitter episode.
That's going to be a learning episode, I think, for all of
Me.
us.
I
We
know
need,
how
we
to
need a
use it.
Twitter expert in the car for that one.
We'll bring Anna, my 16-year-old daughter. She'll be fun.
Adam says, do be civil in post threads. So don't be argumentative. Don't be.
Again,
Don't
we've
be
gone
a
over
dick.
that. Yeah.
Be civil. Okay. Some of these we went over.
No
But
vulgarity.
I want to make sure everybody that commented.
And not even
was,
vulgarity, just a tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how
Tone.
some people think that there's a tone when there's not tone.
Why are you
not- that was
arguing
my
with
favorite.
me? Why'd you say that? It
I'm
was
not.
So mean.
I truly
They're
meant
words.
you well.
There's,
In my mind, you said it with a snarl, and your eye was halfway crooked.
I can sense your sarcasm. I said I hope you have a great day. And I
if
meant
the
have a
computer
great
was
day.
talking, it would actually say, I hope you have a great day. There's no tone in that.
In my mind, it was, there's oil there, see? We're going to get it all, see?
My dad capitalizes everything. Now that you're not supposed to capitalize, that's yelling.
We have a
I
mutual friend
always-
that does that all the time. Drives me crazy.
Oh, he does
Yes.
do that,
Yeah, he
yeah.
does do it.
I don't know if he hit the cap button on accident. but
Rich
he does.
cheater, you
Yeah.
capitalize
Stop capitalizing.
everything. And
Oh,
it's hard to read. It hurts my eyes. I like you though, but just I can't read your stuff.
Lisa says, don't make vague statements to make people say, what's wrong?
We used to have Vague Book Monday.
Yeah.
My other friends, we would sit there every Monday. We'd come up with vague booking. It's like, today was ho hum. If only it had gone my way. And then you just leave it.
That's great
Yeah.
if that's what it was. But I know a million of these people. They're not.
Vague-
They're reaching.
Vague
They're hoping.
booking. Call it vague booking.
And I think what Lisa's saying is, because I see these all the time too, like, I can't believe this is happening to me.
Yeah.
What? What's happening? Are you
My
okay?
friend,
Are
you
in
know-
a ditch?
You know who you are. If you say things like
Yeah.
that, again, I'm gonna punch you down.
Because everybody thinks it's about
We
them.
don't know who you are. We want you to name names. Name names.
But people will get worried, and people will write in that thread, it's
Yeah.
not me, is it?
And they-
And no, honey, it's not you.
No, they know who they are.
Meanwhile, that person's not on Facebook. They're not paying any attention.
Justin, our good friend Justin says, Justin Red, don't just complain. Do share interesting, funny stuff. Great tip, Justin. Thank you.
Good job, Justin.
Yeah.
Go distract
Great
driving the
job.
show on the
Alexander Spra, Alex, who is on the
Tradesman
the
episode.
Tradesman episode, says, do not call your ex naughty names. And
Maybe
it
you
says-
shouldn't have named him.
It says, but do follow all the local bands. And then later on he says, I learned one of those 2 tips the hard way. Hard was in capital letters, which means he was he was really insinuating.
No, that was meant
Do we have to
The
bleep
hard
out,
way.
Do we have to bleep out his name? That's a public forum, so you put it there.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, kvetching. Kvetching, how do you pronounce that?
You got it.
You got it, yeah.
Kvetching. That's from Bill. Craig says, don't shove your political beliefs down people's throats. We
Totally.
talked about that. You got 7 likes on that one.
But they were from different sides, mind you. Each one, yeah.
AJ says, nudes. I'll let you decide.
No,
That's open for
think,
discussion.
I think Facebook takes those down. to be honest with you.
How many likes did that one get?
5. So far, Alex and Craig have the most likes. All right. Michelle says, don't ever like a...
There's a cop.
Oh, he's way down there.
Yeah, but his lights are on.
Don't ever like a we're pregnant or engaged post. That's what we talked
Yeah, we
about. You're
talked
going to get
They fixed
137
that.
comments. Yep. Bill comes back and says, and never ever tell them you're down. 90% of the people don't care, and 10% of them are actually happy to hear it.
It's so true. So many people get so excited.
I thought my day was horrible.
They're having
That
a
one
bad
sucks.
time. Thank you. I'm so sick of you posting all those smiling pictures. You're having such a good time.
Justin got called out yesterday on one of Dawn's posts. That
It
was
wasn't-
quite funny.
Yeah.
What happened?
Dawn posted that she was feeling unwell. Justin liked it. Somebody else, who I don't recognize the name, must be friends with Dawn, wrote, this Justin guy is happy that you're sick.
That's why you need the unlike button.
And
I'm not feeling well.
But then,
unlike.
Then Dawn specified because Justin thought perhaps
thought
it
it
was
was
because
from
it
a
was
good
from a
night.
great night.
Yeah.
Oh. And then Dawn said, no, I'm sorry, it
And
wasn't.
he wrote, if it's a bacteria, virus, or something like that, I apologize. And then he unliked
it.
He unliked it.
Jen says, don't post vague passive-aggressive rants against friends.
Vague
Quote-unquote friends.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what we're talking about.
Kathy says, don't post things you wouldn't want your mother to see.
That's not true.
No?
I do that all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
then
you're
she-
confrontational.
and then she
you enjoy
sees it.
being like
I
that.
have no choice. It's out there.
Eric says, do worship the Bruins. Don't pretend you don't.
he got his hockey plug in.
Julie, don't continually post selfies of yourself for attention.
What do you
is a
post them
selfie
for?
for then? A selfie is the
Well, I
ultimate.
think, no.
Post them for
continuing
the
doing it-
artistic
Post them for the
picture
lighting.
that it's supposed to be.
But when you keep doing it, you're obviously seeking
Yes.
some attention.
Or you just like taking it.
Oh,
Some people keep doing
we'll
it
go with
because they
yours.
seek attention.
I wonder. Yes.
Todd says, do post after a hard night of drinking. How will your friends really know you love them?
That was actually funny. I like that one.
I like dropping the after a hard night of drinking, being like, "Oh, what a great night! I don't need to apologize to anyone, do I?"
Wait till you see the picture.
LOL.
Jay says, don't try to end a forum thread argument by posting a pic of you, of your butt, like you're mooning everyone.
Boy, that's a good one. I like doing that.
Tara says, don't air your dirty laundry. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear
No.
it. Keep it to yourself.
I've seen just in the past couple of
Yeah,
weeks
I remember your
some
story.
bad,
That
some
was a
bad
bad
stuff,
one.
and
Jeez.
just some random stuff that should not have been on there. And watch what you're putting online. I know that people get angry, but guess what? It only takes 3 seconds for 1 million people to see something.
And to pull it down or copy it or screenshot
And if you don't,
it. Or,
if you don't click refresh, It's there for as long as they want.
Now you do have the edit button, but can anybody go in and see what was edited? Isn't
I
that
wish
an option?
It is, but that's that's etiquette. If you misspell something or you missay something, don't put it in the next comment below.
Just edit
it.
Right, yeah.
That drives me insane.
I try to do that as much as I can.
Oh,
And I have to edit. I'm a horrible typer, trust me.
Yeah.
So I go in and edit everything.
But I'm not the grammar police. I do like making fun of people because I think it's funny because there's a million grammar police people out there. But I do need to be able to understand what the hell you're saying.
As long as communication happens, I
Yeah.
don't care
And-
what version of there you used.
Spell check sucks sometimes.
Yes.
So you gotta remember that people are typing
Sure.
with their fingers. Sean says...
What else are they typing with? Wait.
Well, their thumbs, I meant, I guess.
Oh.
On a phone. I was actually doing this so the people
Uh-huh.
watching at home know exactly what
See,
the
I
hell was
speak to
talking
my
about.
phone all the time, and it screws everything
Yeah,
up.
it does. Sean says, don't whiz on the electric fence.
Don't whiz on the electric fence.
Amy says, don't, and I'm not looking at these before I read them. Maybe I should. Amy says, don't ever post when you are on vacation. Opens you up to being robbed.
Completely.
Good point. Good tip.
I once put that on a friend's thing. They said, "Oh, we're down the Cape." The day before, he goes, "Just got a new TV," and I posted right underneath, "Guess who's getting a new TV today? I know where you live." They didn't find that funny. I did.
This is a good one. Sean says, don't forward or share an article you haven't actually read yourself.
Yes.
So true.
Because actually, what you're sharing
Represents you.
represents you exactly.
Just so everyone knows, The Onion, that's satire. Right? So every time it
Real.
says something that you're like, holy crap, I can't believe this just happened.
Snopes is incredible, by the way. Just type Google. You can find out if any of this is true.
I can't stand when people post those the dead celebrity announcements, like
Yeah.
Will Smith
Tom
died
Hanks
on
fell on a horse.
But did you see the one where
it's
there
a
was
horse, it's a jet ski, it's skiing.
Parachuting.
Betty White dies
Yeah.
very, very peacefully, and she was dyeing her hair. It spelt it correctly. D-Y.
I did see that.
I laughed
I did see
and
that.
people are like, no!
Always Google and then look for some reputable sources before you post.
Or
and
don't share stuff.
Well,
That's-
no, I think sharing is...
But people overshare. I mean, those articles and stuff. Oh, this looks interesting, and they send it. It's like, just fight the urge. If you're not willing to Google it to verify it's true,
yeah.
especially political stuff, God, it drives me crazy.
Sean says, Sean just said that. Dawn says, don't tell people that you pooped or describe what said poop looks like. Guess which Dawn said that?
We have friends that say this information on a regular basis.
Listen,
We could
it
name
depends.
people right now.
I would take that on a poop-to-poop basis.
And then Rob Moonchild right underneath with arrows pointing up says, has someone done this? And then Dawn says, I have had some questionable friendships. This is great.
Now this has turned into
See?
And then Dawn says, pics of dinner at a restaurant, unless it is an impressively large piece of meat, does absolutely nothing for me. Just saying.
Because I do that to Rob all the time. I'll sit down to a huge king cut of prime rib,
Yeah, it's
and
easy.
I will just be, Rob, look.
See, I like food shots.
Do tell people about funny, interesting things. This is from Dexter Avery. Don't post that you went to the gym. Seriously, no one gives a shit. And that's it.
And that's a good one to end on.
Those are great. Thank you very much for your
Yeah.
comments.
That was a lot of participation, and
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, that was a fun episode.
Yeah,
Two?
Two.
Actually.
Two.
Jeez. Hope you learned something.
I didn't.
I don't know anything more.
Now get on Facebook and complain about the show.
Feel free.
Distracted Driving. The
On
show.
Facebook?
On Facebook, right? The show?
Yeah.
Distracted
We
Driving.
should
the
know
show.
that, shouldn't we?
We're back at the T, one of our generous sponsors of Distracted Driving.
What are we?
Yeah.
What are we?
DistractedDrivingTheShow.com.
Distracted Driving the Show on Facebook.
On Facebook.
There you go.
DD the Show on
DD
Twitter.
the Show on Twitter
Dis-
and Distracted Driving WS on YouTube.
That was supposed to be web series.
Everybody
And
asks me,
you
what's
can't-
WS?
You can't change it once you
Widescreen.
do it.
No.
Or that too.
What?
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 What? What did you say?
Widescreen.
Oh, I thought you said what's green. I'm looking for the green lights. This is blinking a lot. All right, thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Turn the key and ready to go. Just let the tea, it's time to start the show. The wheels are turning on the minivan. So says the guy from that astronaut band. It's Ray J, Tim, and the weekly guest. As far as YouTube videos, this one is the best. It's distracted driving. Distracted driving. It's distracted driving. distracted driving.